how can anybody not have their heart turned upside down when you hear that sweet, innocent voice talk so casually about gunpowder on your neck and seeing your colleague shot? Just
You mean
thank you.
Pierre?
And also, as Rena mentioned to me while you were chatting, thanks for being clear about the situation. We're not the type of TV station, and you're not certainly not the type of reporter to go chasing kids that experience some trauma. They approached you, and thanks for being clear about that. But what else did you, real quick before you go, what else did you take away from that interview? Because I know we didn't hear all of it, but it just must have.
Just on that note, I'll tell you that all of our friends at the other news outlets here are being very respectful as well. And there happens to be a larger media presence than there otherwise would be because of the DNC meetings going on. A lot of the national news were already here in town for that. And so there are even, I mean, you can imagine there's a lot of news people here. There's even more because of that. I just, from that interview, you're right to notice kind of the nonchalant way that he recounts that thing. And I'm sure, having kids in school right now, when we were kids, we had tornado drills and fire drills at school. Our grandparents, maybe even our parents, had those old nuclear bomb drills. Well, kids today have active shooter drills. It's just heartbreaking that they have to have such a thing. I think of that every single time that my kids tell me about it. Thankfully, they do, so that they are as prepared as you possibly can be when something like this happening so close to home here. But just the way that it's a part of their everyday life, and then now that this shooting has happened here, that kids like Weston and all the rest of the student body are going to have to live with that. They're going to have to, at some point, come back to school, and you just think about the days and weeks and months ahead and how difficult that's going to be. That's just a whole other layer beyond just the immediate recovery that the wounded will have to go through here.
Absolutely, Lou, and you hit the nail on the head when you say, other news outlets are being respectful as well, because of course they are. We all live in this community too. I used to live in that neighborhood. We all have kids that go to school, and we shop at the same grocery stores, we go to the same churches. We care deeply about this community, and you showed that wearing your heart on your sleeve today, and we really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll check back in with Lou a little bit later. We are waiting on a press conference. It should happen in under an hour, about 50 minutes from now. I also want to speak about the bravery of that young man.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's hard.
You don't know what you're going to do in that situation, and when you're 10 years old, you certainly don't know what you're going to do in that situation, but what a hero.
Think of going through